Last year, one of the most talked about issues was the right to recall members of parliament, Article 104. And young Kenyans were looking forward to when IEBC will be in place so that they could recall members of parliament. And they were so hopeful, only for that to happen and people to realize that it was not going to happen. It is those gaps, you do acknowledge that those gaps also exist within your generation, Bwana Tsuma, that even the level of understanding of this constitution is not just wanting in the older generation, that even the Gen Zs need to do more to understand the constitution.
Yeah, I agree. There are gaps in our constitution, and you'll find...
in the constitution or in your understanding of the constitution?
In my understanding and in our understanding as youths, there are gaps. And in my own perspective also, there are gaps also in the document that we cherish so much, that is the Katiba. But this limitation and these challenges, they can only be addressed if we discuss issues in informed decision, because we cannot address these gaps that I feel they are there if you are not informed. You will only challenge these gaps if you have facts in your hands. You'll find a situation whereby when the Gen Z were protesting last year during the finance bill, most of these people were protesting based on hearsays and propaganda, but they didn't have actual facts. Now, tell me, how will you address these limitations if you are arguing based on based on propaganda and hearsays? So we can only address these gaps or these challenges by informed decision or informed information that you have on the table. I'm so disappointed to find some of these politicians who go to campaign and say, for example, a member of county assembly will campaign to the mwananchi and say, mkinichagua nitawatengezea barabara. But you see, that particular information is not captured in the constitution. Actually, that is not the role of an MCA. So you will find out that a particular youth anabeba hiyo kwamba MCA akishinda atatengeneza barabara. But that is not captured in the constitution. So there is that limitation. So as youth, I feel like we have that responsibility of actually embracing this constitution, reading it, understanding it in all aspects, for us now to tackle and to be vibrant in issues that are very, very instrumental.
Okay. Yeah. Mboto, you've seen the number of people trooping to State House because that's that's the level of understanding of how they can get development in their areas. And they're coming from counties, which are basically devolved units of development and service delivery. And that is the level of understanding of this constitution. We also have a problem that due to the hangovers of the older generation, some relics of the old constitution are still found within this new constitution. NGCDF, for example, the CDF itself was a devolution of resources. The provincial administration was a relic of the old constitution. Yet you see young people also trooping into State House to ask the president for development in their region. Do you understand, do you agree that even the youth have a long way to go in understanding what this constitution is all about?
Well, yes, I do totally agree on that, because the constitution itself is a framework for development.